world was trapped in a nightmare. Catastrophes had followed one another, and humanity had quietly begun to vanish in the face of a horrifying threat. Cities had turned into ghost towns, and nature had transformed in terrifying ways. People had either disappeared or mutated into something worse. In the end, I found myself alone in the heart of this nightmare on a day when silence reigned. The tranquility in my home was shattered by a ringing sound. I walked towards the door in astonishment. Could it be a knock on the door? Who could it be? Fear welled up inside me like a burning fire. I stood before the door, my hand trembling slowly. I opened the door, and my eyes met an unbelievable sight. Outside the door, a figure with an indistinct face stood shadow-like. The figure entered slowly and stared at me with profound silence. Then it extended a note towards me. The note read, "We found you. Come and be with us." I had no idea who they were, but the thought of being alone was far more terrifying than anything else. With trembling hands, I took the note and began to read. What was written on the note only widened my eyes and left me drenched in sweat. "We can't wait to show you what has become of you." The figure retreated silently and did nothing else, just waiting. I was left in horror, helpless in the face of an ominous uncertainty. I didn't want to accept this, but my instincts were compelling me to follow the figure. The figure guided me, and I reluctantly followed. The streets were in the thrall of silence, but the nightmare inside me was growing. Finally, we reached a hidden entrance that led underground. After entering, we navigated through corridors, eventually descending into a labyrinth of terror. This underground labyrinth was dark, cold, and filled with the unknown. I began to hear more and more sounds, labored breaths, spine-chilling cacophonies, and whispers that sent shivers down my spine. Dangers awaited around every corner, and I knew I could no longer turn back. As I continued to step forward into an uncertain future, shrouded in dread and mixed with curiosity, I understood that I had thrown myself into the embrace of darkness, learning just how horrifying and senseless life would be at the end of the world.